This is how you permanently end the narcissist's reign when their gifts still have emotional value. In today's video, we'll discuss the thought processes behind why narcissists give presents and offer advice on how to process any souvenirs you may still have for a toxic individual. Please accept my sincere greetings. I am delighted to have you here today. You guys are the reason I can keep up my channel. I value your help continually. In order to make sure you don't miss any uploads, you should subscribe to this channel and enable notifications. Your support is greatly appreciated. Now is the time to begin. In my opinion, narcissists are emotionally fragile individuals whose primary goal in life is the suffering of others. Because they depend so heavily on others' praise, they constantly seek it. Even though they have nothing to offer, they persist in seeming superior and arrogant. Despite their ineffectiveness, they receive a disproportionate amount of media coverage. Narcissists are just as annoying as they sound, like an unwanted present presented in nice wrapping paper. They look nice on the outside, but there's just dirt and stones inside. Eliminating all references to the narcissist is an important step in healing and moving on from the relationship. Relationships with any narcissist can be challenging, not just romantic ones. When I talk about narcissistic relationships, I'm referring to any form of relationship between people or within a company, not just romantic ones. It's likely not enough to simply physically or emotionally separate yourself from the narcissist. Further action is required. Truthfully, I'm at a loss for words. Please don't think that I'm referring to anything they may have accidentally left behind in your belongings or elsewhere in your home, referring to any gifts they may have given you. Getting rid of these presents could or might not be necessary. It is common knowledge that narcissists can operate overtly and covertly. Compare and contrast the two for a while. You may bet on never receiving any gifts from your parents if any of them is a covert narcissist. They believe their duty to you is finished once they have provided you with sustenance and a safe place to sleep. When it comes to making other people happy, the blatantly narcissistic parent would have done the reverse and been more generous with gifts. Overt narcissists can be identified by the way they display their generosity, whereas hidden ones are more difficult to spot. Because they are miserly cheapskates, covert narcissists will shower you with cheap or stolen luxuries. Overly narcissistic people also tend to give pricey gifts. Narcissists who are less obvious tend to be dishonest with money as well. They rarely bring gifts, but instead rely on their charisma to win others over. Narcissists may give gifts to those they like or wish to impress. It's important to remember that the narcissist's acts are never motivated by any compassion or empathy. Donations are expected to be returned to the givers. They will convince you to loosen some of your rules in exchange for the gifts. Try not to make them angry, and certainly don't just throw them away. To make you feel loved and appreciated, your narcissist may shower you with gifts like these. Yes, you risk being more enamored with the narcissist in this way. Another instance of the narcissist's continued quest for positions of authority and superiority. They do this not because they genuinely like you or care about you, but because they have to. Although that was never their intention, it always seems that way. Instead, they gift you something only to manipulate you and anybody else might be watching. Depending on how far down the road to recovery you are, you may need to get rid of the narcissist's gifts, or you may want to keep them around as decor. When looking at the narcissist's gifts causes you to second-guess your decision to go on with your life, it's time to get rid of them. Given the costs involved, there is no use in maintaining them. One of the narcissist's gifts to you could be the trigger for a downward spiral of grief and loss. You must return the item to them again. Nothing that stands in the way of your recovery from the narcissist should be kept. Put it in a thrift shop donation box, hold a yard sale, or burn it if you don't want it. Some people see the narcissist's presence as a reminder of how much they care about the narcissist. In contrast, others see them as a sign that they aren't going to be swayed by the narcissist's outward displays of generosity. If a gift you received from the narcissist triggers unpleasant memories, you may want to consider donating it to a good cause or temporarily storing it. Gifts from narcissists should be kept only if doing so won't negatively influence your mental health. I mention this because I know that certain narcissists will keep trying to buy you off with favors and presents until they have what they want. They will stop at nothing to win you over to their plan. Assuming you know money rewards won't sway you, the narcissist will be the one to fall for your ruse. However, you should think carefully about whether or not the narcissist's presence or possessions impede your efforts to free yourself from the poisonous individual. If anything is keeping you from fully moving on, you shouldn't hesitate to get rid of it. You've worked hard enough. Now it's time to go on to a better life, free of any lingering resentment or hatred toward the narcissist. I'm interested in hearing about other people's experiences with and strategies for dealing with narcissists, so feel free to leave a comment below. I value your continued attention to this as much as ever. If you think other people would enjoy this video, please tell them about it. Feel free to ask questions or provide suggestions in the comment space below. Also, if you enjoyed this video and wish to view similar videos in the future, please subscribe to our channel and enable bell alerts. Thank you for your time.